The trial of pain was some trial. I kind of thought that something like that would be the way it was conducted, but I expected them to use torture devices, not their fists. However, 4 fists hitting you at once is pretty much the same thing, especially when those fists know right where to hit you as monks are trained to do. You don't often see a vulnerable side to people, but Rasaad has exposed his vulnerable side to me throughout this ordeal with monks of the Sun Soul and the Twofold. I don't quite understand this deception thing that he's so afraid of. It's just so that we can get to the heart of the enemy, to see what they are about, and to find out how we can hurt them the most. Perhaps it has something to do with Selune's light illuminating everything so all is known, and deception is against what she stands for? Well, I've done this sort of thing twice before, though this is the first time I had to go through an ordeal of pain by myself to this extent. Why couldn't Rasaad take the trials? Or was I to be the first to do so, since the rest of my group looked to me as their leader? Well, if that's the case, then don't ever say I don't do things for the people of my group, because I just proved that I most certainly do. Thankfully, we were able to loot their rooms, and we are also getting rewarded with a magical item every time I pass one of their trials. Even so, this Allergoth better show up. That's all I can say. Alright, well, I've gone through all the trials.
This will not take long.
Now, let's look in these rooms. Oh, there's another thing like in the other room.
Very well. Hiya!
Please inspect for traps. Find any...
What do they say about daylight and thieves? Oil and water?
Magic shielding
I can hold no
and
more.
insight.
That item has been dropped.
Oh, I got this gem. What is this? She cannot identify. So, do we have an identify? I'm actually very curious to know what the gem is. I'm curious to know what the other one is too. Let's go with the cloak first. Identify with the scroll. Cloak of Atonement. Atonement involves making reparations, paying a price. The Cloak of Atonement takes this requirement literally. In exchange for protection and safety, it will leech the health of its wearer to power itself. Oh. I don't know if we want to use this. I think we'll just sell that.
I have too much in my pack as it is. You'll have to pick that up off the ground.
We really need to go sell. Yeah, we're almost overloaded. Anyways, let's see. We have this gem. Need another identify. Gem of Seeing. This finely cut and polished stone is indistinguishable from an ordinary jewel in appearance, although a detect magic will reveal its enchantment. When gazed through, the Gem of Seeing enables a user to detect all hidden, illusionary, invisible, astral, ethereal, or out-of-phase things within viewing range, as though she were affected by a true seeing spell. Oh... Okay, so... once per day. Airy. You know what? Actually, I could use this one. It could help. It really could help.
If it must be done.
We got the 2 potions, right? Let's see. Potion of Insight.
It will be done.
Okay, so do we go through the door that was trapped in the middle, or do we have to go speak to this person who came downstairs?
Worthy aspirants, you have passed the tests and earned your place in the Twofold Trust.
I guess only I had to do it for the rest of us. Where is Collis, Darathon? We were told he'd be here.
Hollis was called away on urgent business. He promises to return soon.
Oh, really?
No. It cannot be.
What's the matter?
Don't be alarmed. Rasaad and I are old friends.
Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad.
It is good to see you again, Rasaad.
Rasaad, you know this man?
He was the Sun Soul Order's Master of Combat.
Oh, okay. Another Sun Soul turned to heresy. At this rate, the Order will have no members at all come next 10 day.
Selune's servants still number in the thousands. Ultimately, they will come to the twofold truth, even as I have.
How is this possible?
What madness has taken you that you have taken up service to Alargoth?
Alagoth? You misunderstand the trust, Rasaad. I serve Collis Derathan.
As for why, it was you that set me on this path. Huh? I did not see that coming.
Impossible.
Impossible. Why must you always think in such absolute terms?
No, don't answer. I'm well aware of why. But I tell you again, you were the one who inspired me to seek the truth.
For years I watched you. The most promising student I ever had used deception to spare your brother's feelings.
Over time, I came to realize that there is more than the blinding light and darkness of the Sun Soul philosophy. This is a world painted in shades of gray. There are times when subtly, even lies serve the greater good. Don't listen to him, Rasaad. He seeks only to undermine your faith.
I would not, and I need not. I know what I saw. If Rasaad denies the truth of my words, he's told the greatest lie to himself.
Yet another of Rasaad's former Sun Soul brethren has turned to the Twofold for comfort. This time, it's one of his old teachers, the Master of Combat. And it was Rasaad's own actions that inspired him to leave Selune's grace. Rasaad's faith in his former order dwindles with each new turncoat he meets. If you believe that, you don't know Rasaad.
No. The Master of Combat is right.
I've deceived everyone, myself most of all.
Battlemaster! 4 strike forces under the Dark Moon's banner approach the temple.
The Dark Moons come here? So, are they joining, or is this going to be a fight?
How many men have the Sharrans mustered together?
This sounds like a fight.
The sentries say at least 12 men each.
Unless I severely underestimate the Trust's numbers, you're looking in the face of a massacre, O Master of Combat.
Prepare for a siege.
We're not yet prepared. Damn it. How did the Sharrans find the temple so quickly?
It should have taken them weeks to be able to gather enough men to strike at us. I have no idea.
The Dark Moon approaches. Who will you stand with?
With you, Rasaad, always with you. But will you stand next to your old master, or simply watch the slaughter unfold?
I am torn. My loyalty to the Sun Soul tells me I should let the heretics be smashed by the Sharrans. Darkness blotting out darkness.
Yet so many here were once my brothers or sisters, and I have stood my entire life against the servants of Shar. Without our help, the Twofolders don't stand a chance. You've no love for Collis Derathan, but are you willing to stand by while those he's duped fall in his name?
I am not. Master of Combat, we no longer see eye to eye on everything. But when it comes to the Order of the Dark Moon, we are of one mind.
What would you have us do?
Hear my words, you who sought the twofold truth. In moments, we shall face the servants of Shar. Prepare yourselves.
Certainly.
What was through this door? Yoshimo, try to open this.
Yokata.
What's in here?
I am listening.
Well, if there's a trap on the outside, there's probably traps on the
Nothing
inside.
dangerous, I would hope.
Okay. Well, let's try this other side of the room. I really don't feel bad, considering who these people are. We were about to expose and destroy them themselves, so... Books. History of Tether. History of the Sisters of Light and Darkness. Interesting.
It will be done.
Was this all the rooms? I believe so. Okay.
I'm so happy you brought me with you. I never imagined that we would be doing such great things.
The battle is lost, heretics. Lay down your arms and throw yourselves on the mercy of Shar.
Huh?
Chorus? But how is this possible?
That's not Chorus, Master. Alagoth! I know that's you! Face me now, coward!
Is that your voice I hear, Rasaad and Bashir?
You know it is, fiend.
Heh. You are too clever by half, Bashir. Far too clever to live. I have many names, many faces, many secrets. Consider yourself lucky, Rasaad. You have wrested a truth from me.
You were right, Rasaad. I actually didn't quite fully believe it. I do now, obviously.
No! No, it cannot be!
What was the point of this charade, Alagoth?
What did you gain by turning your own followers against Shar?
My followers? My followers are strong and steadfast in their faith.
The Order of the Dark Moon has no place for those who would turn to heresy. So you did this to weed out people who would turn against your order? With a leader as lovably huggable as you, I can't imagine why they'd want to turn from the Dark Moon.
Slay the heretics. Kill them all.
Okay, maximum. Everything. Everything put to maximize. Resist fear.
Nature's servant awaits.
Conjure everything you have. Take every spell that you have.
Speak.
Let's see, what can we do against them? Well, we don't have our area effects things, but what can she do? Her helm. There's a hold person. Eyes of the beholder. Fear. We're gonna have to come up with better area effect spells than this. It's very specific spells. That hurt them. That's quite a lot of them.
I await your need.
I'll help however I can.
One more should really put the pain on them.
Next time.
Embarrassing.
Oh, we have a wizard over there. Let's get rid of it. Pierce magic.
I will let me help you.
Rasaad. Lots of nice healing potions.
I need something to punch or kick. What do you want?
Next time.
Oh, this person has put up defenses again. That didn't seem to bring it down.
With vengeance!
There. Now.
Hello, young lady. Might I have a word or two?
Talking to you, Jaheira, who is this?
I know you? Your voice is familiar, but I cannot place your face.
Perhaps we have met. We traveled in much the same circles, though not at the same time. Terminsel is the, name, and I should like to ask ye a question. It does look familiar. We met among the Harpers, did we not? I am through with them. Many a decent person I met, but damned if I'll be crucified for the failures of their own. Yes, well, calm down for the moment, if ye will. I am well versed in the events that have occurred, and I have but a simple question to put to ye. Then do so. I wish this matter behind me once and for all. Oh, this will clear up a great many things. I care little for the specifics of what occurred in the Harper hold. No, Jaheira, I have a question of a different sort to ask. For better or for worse, ye have thrown thy fate in with this Orin, and she is, among many other things, a child of Baal. Yes, I know of this, so look ye not surprised. In the end, ye have gone against thine own fellows, guided by your heart. Ye have seen Orin's actions and served with her through battle and peace.
Ye have done what ye have done, there is no denying. Reasons for which are thine, and I trust they are valid, if ye believe them to be. This is my question, Jaheira. Did you do the right thing?
Undoubtedly. I would do as such again without hesitation.
Orin is proven decent, and others are all the more fools for not seeing so. Then that is the measure from which the incident shall be judged. Think no more of it. Oh, and before I forget, this little item was meant for ye. I believe it was forgotten in all the excitement. Wear it with pride, will ye? And get back to work.
I have too much in my pack as it is. You'll have to pick that up off the ground.
Harper pin. I believe I have placed a proper name to your manner. Now that I have experienced it up close, I should have thought you fond of anagrams, Terminsel. It's Elminster, isn't it? Yes, well, one must keep amused in one's old age. Good luck, Jaheira, and do not think thyself abandoned for the actions of a few. We simply do not work like that.
I trust all is well.
The twofold trust has prevailed. The goddess smiles twice upon us. Are you... That was just created. It's a garbage cult. Even the person who created it says it was created just to weed out
Yes?
people who turn against them. What is this helm? Oh, neat looking helm. Okay, so Rasaad survived, though he is knocked out. Could you heal him, please, Jaheira? Bunch of healing to be done.
What is it?
Let's see. What is this key to? Oh, harper pin. A harper pin is a treasured item, signifying that the bearer is an honored and trusted member of the Harpers. It grants the wearer exceptional protection against many different kinds of attacks. Harper pins are not attuned to any particular person, but you would be hard-pressed to find someone that would lend such an item or even let it out of their sight. It is quite literally a badge of honor. Wow. Immunity to magic missile, non-detection, electrical resistance 100%, and a high degree of saves versus spells. Yes, and she's not even wearing anything around her neck, so the harper pin B. Good on you, Jaheira. Earned it. And just when I thought the Harpers were completely lost. Casting good berries. We've got a lot of items to pick up on both sides. I assume we just killed Allergoth. Actually. Did we not? Oop. Wrong one. Okay, so let's pick up everything that we can that's on the ground. Okay, there really wasn't anything besides healing potions.
Certainly.
A bunch of minor enchanted items.
You might think it's silly, but at least in the daytime you can see what's coming.
Oh, there's more to this place. What the hell pulled penned up animals here?
So, will my services still be needed here or not?
Doesn't look like it. Okay, I didn't know that there was more areas of the people where the people of the Twofold were hanging out in, I guess. That would seem to be it. Well, there could be something on the other side here. But what about this, the Master of Combat? Looks like they all died then. Such a shame. I wonder if there's anything up on top of the temple. So, did we get Allergoth or not? I thought we did kill him. Okay, we're on the very top of the temple. Wonder who this was originally constructed for. Obviously not the Twofold. They just took over some abandoned temple. What's down here?
The sun is just, but merciless.
Peering into the murky darkness below, I can just make out a large circular chamber. The center is lit by a vertical shaft of light from this opening. Nothing over on this side either. I bet you before the fight there was lots of Twofold monks all over the place, so... Not that it really matters, does it? Not now. The Twofold is gone. We can always try going back into the temple to see if anybody else survived, but a couple of them did come out after the fights, saying, "Yay, we prevailed." Which is kind of ridiculous because it was just revealed that the Twofold is meaningless. There's absolutely nothing to it. Which Rasaad and I knew from the beginning. Although I think Rasaad did waver a little bit by the end. Upon hearing his master of combat. Okay, let's go inside. We should have explored first before we went and did the trials, I suppose. But that the Sharrans were coming, so regardless.
You must gather your party before venturing
Could have happened
forth.
when I was in the middle of the trials.
Without doubt.
It's just there's nothing left here. Well, I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but there's nothing left. Why weren't you out fighting?
I trust all is well.
How long before another attack comes, and then another? We must be vigilant.
My heart is filled with joy.
Really, Rasaad? Okay. Let's go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Quickly and precisely.
Maybe there's more of them across the bridge? No. That would seem to be it. Okay, well, all we have left to do now is to return to Athkatla. We have some things to do for Nira and her hidden refuge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.